You've been scratching your head for weeks on how to turn your backyard space into an outdoor living area. By adding my Deluxe Estate Fireplace Kit to any patio, you're turning ordinary to extraordinary and making your backyard the envy of the neighborhood. Stick around, I'm going to show you how easy it is for you to build it. You built your fireplace, and by doing that, you've stacked up hundreds of blocks. Now we're going to do the wood boxes and the seat wall, the Deluxe Estate. Hey, you've conquered the fireplace already, so this is going to be a cakewalk. All right, we're ready to lay our first course. We all know how important the first course is. So what we want to do is center our blocks to the center of the firebox. And it doesn't matter whether you have this style Barrington fireplace or our see-through version, it's got to be centered to the firebox. Now these are tumble block, a little bit rounded edges. You may be 1/4 of an inch one way or 1/8 of an inch another. That really doesn't matter, just as long as it's in, the general vicinity of the center. So what you want to do is take your 4-foot level, come down the edge of the firebox to get your line, make a mark down here, and then we'll get to laying our block. Now our first course is centered with the firebox, so everything from here on out just continues to stay centered. All right, our next run will be centered. It actually steps in a little and will be centered from our first run. Key step here, stay centered. Almost. Okay, fast and easy. Hard part's done. Now it's just stacking and gluing.
Your wood boxes have 2 vertical support blocks that get special consideration. As you can see, these blocks don't need to be slid all the way up against the fireplace, or else you have a tiny ledge at the bottom. Simply slide these blocks out till the bottom side is flush. It will end up leaving a little gap in the back, but once we stack our next few courses, you won't notice that.
We got our block work stacked up. Now we're ready for our capstone. Let's get it done. But these caps weigh about 100 pounds a piece or a little over, so make sure you got a buddy to help you out. About to put our capstone on here, but before we did, I noticed this block right here has an unusual coloration to it. What that is a pallet stain. It's just tannins coming from your pallet, the wood's on your pallet. A day in the sun and a little bit of water, that thing will come right off, no worries. But we got to take pictures right after this, so I'm going to go ahead and swap it out so everything looks ship-shape. These little pieces here that you noticed a couple steps ago that are hanging out, that's what's going to be your ledge for your cap, okay? So this will slide over right on top of that. One thing we like to do is go around the edges of your cap here, and sometimes you have a little concrete slack that you want to knock off with a brick. Kind of pops right off the edges here. Get that off. That way it slides in nice and flush. All right, let's slide it over. Looks perfect. All right, I want to take a second here to talk about our wood box. You might notice that we don't have a back wall to our wood box, and I've seen this, and I've seen these done the other way with a back wall to it. We decided to go against that for a couple reasons. One being it gives more storage space under the cap because rain's going to blow in regardless from on the open end, no matter if it's one or two of them. The biggest benefit to not having a back wall is that over time bark chips, leaves, different things get blown in the back of it. Makes a place for, you know, frogs, snakes, salamanders, different things to hide and live in there. It just makes it really easy in the off season to go in and just take a leaf blower or something, just blow that trash right out of there. Easy cleanup, makes it for a great build.
Here's our finished wood box. As you can see, it will store plenty of wood, but no critters, debris, or moisture.
We have it. We got ourselves a wood box. Told you it was simple. Now we got to do the other side. Let's get to it. All right, this wood box is a mirror image of the other side. If you elected to buy just one wood box, it works on either side. The wood boxes are done, and you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, damn, this looks good, but we're gonna make it even better. We're about to add a seat wall to it, maybe even two. Where's my hammer? A quick tip to get your wall centered to the side of your wood box is this width here is the same as 3 blocks. So what we'll do is just take 3 blocks, make sure that this is flush and this is flush, and then just simply remove the outer 2 blocks. And now we're centered. There it is. There it is. We've got the first course laid, and for our build, what we've done is we've centered our seat wall and column to the side of our wood box. You're able to orient this however you want. If you want to slide the seat wall back to the back of the wood box, push the column up, or vice versa, however you want to do it for your lay at your house, you're free to do that how you want. But we've got everything centered up here, so we're gonna just keep right on building. Our seat wall makes a great feature to add on to your fireplace kit. As you can see, a perfect seat height. Pier cap goes on here, makes a perfect area to lean on or set your beverage. Perfect mini table. If you want a little bit more room on the seat wall, you can remove these 2 blocks here and just cap straight across.
But as you can see, I decided to just follow the instructions. Definitely make sure you have a buddy help you set the cap. You really want to make sure that the cap is not wobbling at all. If you did everything correct and everything is level, you won't have that problem. And you can use the finger trick to make sure everything is perfectly symmetrical.
Man, I told you this thing's gonna keep looking better and better, especially once we get these seat walls on. We got one more left to do. Let's get to it. I'm ready to see this finished product. Quick tip for you guys out there as you're building. Some of these blocks come, and since it's a tumble block, you get corners that may have busted off a little bit more than desired to look at. So with your column, you have a lot of interior space that nobody can see. So what we want to do is just take this broken off corner here, and we'll just flip it to the inside. Keep all the good sides, good looking sides on the outside, and that'll solve your problem.
There it is, our lovely seat wall. Now you have a beautiful end piece that you can even set your drink on.
Thanks for sticking with us. Now you know how to turn your outdoor living area from ordinary to extraordinary. Be sure to like us and subscribe to us on YouTube, and check us out at cornerstone.rocks. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're really trying to church it up there, Dirt. I don't know if I can do that. You ready? Am I live?
You're live.
Okay. Ah!
You're live on YouTube.
On YouTube? 3 weeks later? Okay.